everybody. I'm Avril, and I'm very honored to have Ivanka with us here today. And I am planning to interview all the smart people around the world to share your knowledge and wisdom to help others in the world. So today we will know Ivanka with us. Okay? Thank you, Ivanka. Thanks for coming. And
Thank you, Avril.
I would like to start with your own introduction. Okay? Can you tell us about yourself?
Okay. Hi, guys. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ivanka, and I'm also one of the Toastmaster members of EOE Club. And let me introduce myself first. Wait a second. I graduated from Hong Kong Baptist University about 12 years ago, and I'm now a project manager in a multinational company in the Greater Bay Area. And personally, I have a lot of hobbies, and I have strong interest in investigative journalism, and I love reading, calligraphy, singing, dancing, and oil painting. And I love to try new things in my life. So I think instead of sharing some wisdom, I don't think I have so much of that, but I really have a lot of hobbies or some happy boosters in my life. Yeah, back to you, Avril. Thank you.
It sounds very colorful life, huh? Really good, very good. I also learned painting in my high school for 3 years, but my skill is really bad. So and after that, finally, I found that I really love music.
Yeah.
So how often do you paint?
Well, so basically, I really love to go to the exhibition to see the paintings, but actually, I'm very not so good at 鐲子, like in Japanese. I'm not so good at oil painting. As I said to my paintings, they are not masterpieces, just like Chinese 乱涂乱画.
No. I don't think so. I think it's very cute. Well, yeah. Next time I would, if you guys, how to say, subscribe my channel, I will show you her paintings. They're really good. I think it's really good. And normally as a passenger, 就是一个路人, it's very hard to paint so colorful and very good in details. So for how long do you need to spend for one picture?
For that one, Xin Haichen, your name, I paint for almost 8 months.
One picture, 8 months.
Yeah, so I'm not so productive, and I don't put any pressure on myself and think to be a professional painter. So I just I set my bars really low. So I think I'm very not so good. It's so terrible, you know. But I have to work on the weekdays, so sometimes it's just off work. Sometimes it's at the weekend. So I just paint a little bit. So I have that sketch at the first place, and then oil painting it can I'm not so professional, so I just love it. I think it's fun. Thank you.
Yeah. We say, how to say, Rome doesn't build in one day. If you want a thing to be good, you really put your heart to it. Yeah. I like the feeling of holding the pencil to scratch the lines. It's hard to say. It's very subtle, very special feeling of see the picture gets done in the end and very satisfied.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's more like pursuing a hobby that because I'm always curious about the painting stuff or the artistic stuff. It's always like a passion in my life. And also what you said about holding a pencil or a pen or a drawing stuff, because I recently got a new hobby with another friend, is actually Chinese calligraphy. And also you have this brush on your hand, and I am really bad at that, but I don't care about it. I think it's really fun, and to help you keep calm, and it's okay.
Clear your
Stay
mind.
resilient. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I see.
it's cool.
Well, I see some rich people around, and some rich people at their home, they have a big table with brushes, and they like to write things. Especially they like to write the word quiet, 静, and they write money, and because they have to deal with many things, so it really helps them to clear their mind, to be calm. Yeah,
Yes.
nice. Cool, cool. So, can you tell us about your childhood? So, where you
My
come from?
childhood. Actually, my hometown is in Hunan. Yeah, I don't have such a golden childhood like others, but I have a very sweet mom. Yeah, my father left me in a very early age and just
Oh,
left without notice. Yeah. So most of the time, I spend my childhood with my mom and my cousins, because there are a lot of cousins. Yeah, and also my grandparents. So it's not not so similar like other kid, but I think I have a perfect childhood. Yeah, it's not that sweet, because you don't have a father. Your biological father is not there. It must have some effect on you, right? And the other children will play tricks on that. So yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I
it's
have
okay.
friends
It's okay.
also. They lost their father or mother when they're at a very young age, and it will have a big impact on their life. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I saw. Yeah, go on.
yeah, it's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's my biological father just left us to other families. Just my parents got divorced. Not my biological father died or something like that. He left us at a very early age and married to a very young lady, and I think is almost the same age of me many years later. So it's quite complicated story. But I've met a lot of great teachers in my childhood, so I'm very grateful to that. My piano teacher, and also my artistic teacher and my English teacher. So they formed a lot of dreams since my childhood. That's why I want to learn art, and also I learned English at a very early age, and they gave me so much, I think they have developed my potentials to pursue my my like music dreams, or they teach me that reading, because I spend most of the time in a library. I'm very much like a very not so playful but very quiet girl.
Oh, so maybe a little bit intimidate. How to say introvert since you were young,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not so extroverted at the first in my primary school.
Because I noticed that you were graduated from Hong Kong University, and you often attended a lot of book sharing club. So I'm really wondering how you have such a good reading habit, and you get in love with it. So that's why I want to know you about your childhood. Well, we always say people, the God close the door for you, open another window for you, right? Anyway, so yeah, I think yeah, it's so anything bad, but it's also has some good chances in it. I can see that
Yeah,
from your experience.
yeah, yeah. I think books are really important role in my childhood because they amused and instructed me in youth and comforted me for a long time. So I'm very gratitude to all the masterpieces, the authors of these such great books.
Do you go to the library or you bought some books and then send it to home?
Um, when I was a student, yeah, I spent a lot of time in the library because for example, in university, the all of the all of six of the Hong Kong universities, they have this kind of union library, so you can borrow all kinds of books and you can go to any like Hong Kong U or City U or Hong Kong BU or Poly U. So all of these libraries, they are liaisoned, so you can go to any of this. Actually, you can get any resources you want in these kind of libraries. So it's very convenient and very, very civil. It's very cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
the learning atmosphere is very good in Hong Kong. In Shenzhen, maybe more commercial. Wow, that's nice.
I don't know. I think that the statistics in Shenzhen is very good too because compared to other first tier cities, the the literacy rate and also people who often read. I think it is in the National Reading Day that Shenzhen is on the very top list. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
also very
that's nice.
yeah yeah. Books
And
can
Shenzhen
introduce you to
also
the
has
better study.
two big libraries. Yeah, when I was young, my dream is that I want to live like near the library so that I can read all kinds of books.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yes, that's
So,
great.
what kind of books do you usually read? Do you love?
Um, I I love history and philosophy mostly, and also because in my major is liberal arts, so the international journalism. We don't learn so much about mathematics, so I think I have a lot of knowledge, or I lack that kind of skills to learn from. So I also will choose or seek some information about mathematics and also science, social science. Yeah, like 统计学
Wow.
etc. So I read a
统计学.
different range of books. Some seems really strange or very odd to me because it's very hard to comprehend.
Yeah. Can you tell about some like what you learned about 统计学? I don't even know the English.
Oh, that is actually statistics.
Oh, yeah.
Let me check. I have a book in my hand. Just yeah, that is about statistics. That is not so hard. It's sometimes I think it's very basic for all of the adult or grown-ups in the marketplace or in the workplace. They have to know what is about the statistics because it is an age of big data, right? So we all have to learn something from that. But it's not so hard. Let me check. The statistics sometimes in Chinese, sometimes it's just about the analysis. A lot of Chinese people or some young adults, they learn 大数据分析 some courses like that, right? 数据分析课 some courses like that. I see the advertisement. That kind of things is actually about statistics. So if you know the basic principles of statistics, it's very easy for you to analyze the big data. Because I am now in internet industry, so it's almost like a basic skill for everyone in my workplace. You have to know something about that. Believe it or not, we have used that most of the time. We'll have used it already, because if you are really excellent in Excel, you have to know some basic. That is some core logic, some underlying logic about how to put your Excel that you are analyzing more logic, something like that. That's 定量分析, like 先定性后定量, something like that. And also you have to know how to do a survey. It's very practical in our daily life.
Yeah, I remember before there is a shop, and it doesn't sell very well, so they hired a consultant to help them. And then when the consultant came here, they analyzed the camera about the clients, and then they changed the area of how to put their clothes. And then, for example, so normally is mostly is the man come here to buy clothes, so they put the men's clothes in the front door. So they changed the clothes area, and then it's totally changed. Then they got a very good sales in the end. So analyze the data is really a great and very fun thing, very interesting, very useful.
Yeah. And a lot of statistic books just tell me how to collecting this kind of data and how to be more accurate and precise and be relevant. And also, how can you design your survey? How to design your consensus? Like a 国家统计局, they have a lot of statistics, so they have to learn. So what we have to do is learn the basic structure of how to do the statistic plan. Yeah, how to implement it and to put it into our work or daily life. I think it's practical, and it is also very funny. It doesn't require a lot of mathematics. Yeah.
Oh, doesn't require.
I think it's more about logic. Yeah, it's hardcore mathematics. Yeah, they have some. I don't think it's okay to comprehend for me now, because I didn't learn 高数 or 微积分, but I can understand statistics. Yeah.
Wow. I think it's very challenging for girls. I see so many people like ladies.
No, you should try. You should try. A lot of 报表.
When I was in school, my Chinese is good. I got a good scores, and my English is great, and my mathematics is so bad. So and I see people like ladies. It's normally very hard in a classroom. Most of our classmates, the girls, are good in 文科. It's so hard for them to be like scientific.
Yeah, there are some stereotypes about or 刻板印象, right? Stereotypes about that. But trust me, it's not so hard. It's not so hard if you use it. Actually, we use it every day. The accounting thing or the statistic thing. Because
maybe you can share us about some like interesting simple ones. You can mix up maybe you can share us with some examples in the future in WeChat.
Yeah, okay.
That would be interesting. I think the analyzing the data is really useful. We from it we can see many, so we can 量化 the result.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. Yeah. So can you share with us about two most impressive books you've read before?
Two most impressive. Okay.
Yeah, impressive. You read so many books, very knowledgeable.
Thank you. Not so many, But I think the book of the year is that I shared with you last time. It's like The Principle Dealing with the Changing World Order by Ray Dalio. Yeah, really gives me a lot of hint. A lot. It's so insightful about this whole book, and also a lot of graphics, statistics in this book, because I really trust statistics nowadays. It's very hard to seek opinions and stance from truth. However, in my postgraduate program, I was international journalism was my major, right? So the first class our teacher told us is, if you want to be a very good journalist, the first thing is you have to know what is truth. So he
Be honest, like Grace said yesterday.
Yeah. So one is about the Ray Dalios, and the other I think is I read for a very long time, and I really love that. It's a literature, like it's called the Dream of the Red Mansion. It's
The Dream of the
Red Mansion. Yeah.
So why you love it?
Because I think it is the book that introduced me into Chinese philosophy. I love literature and philosophy as an art student, right? Liberal arts. So it's very hard for me to understand what is Buddhism is like. What is, why Muslims believes in Islam, and also all kinds of religions. It's just very hard to comprehend for me. Well, when I entered Cao Xueqing's world, I see life. Actually, I see the philosophy of life, because it's very hard for a lot of people to read, because they think it is a book for the senior citizens, for the older people. Actually, it's not, because it's actually about a whole bunch of youngsters. They hang out together in Daguanyuan. So also it's about the childhood or the adolescence of their lives. So it's very interesting to read. And also the other main plot is about how Bao Yu changed his lifestyle, changed his philosophy about life. And also Cao Xueqing depicted a whole bunch of girls. Actually, there are mainly 12 girls, 12金钗, their life stories. So the 12 life stories, they're totally different. Most of them are really so sad or miserable. However, it is from the perspective. Yeah, it's from the perspective of Bao Yu's eyes. So Bao Yu finally become the Buddha. I think it enlightens me a lot. And most people think it's too long. I'll say you just can read it little by little. So for a long time, whenever I was in business, I was in other countries, I will bring the Dream of the Red Mansion with me, because it's so consoling. It's so comforting. No matter how hard, no matter how hard the situation is, when I read this book, it can calm me down. So it is on my top list. Yeah, top one. Nothing can compare to that.
It's like you are watching other people's life. It's also like you are experiencing the life.
Yeah, exactly. Because Cao Xueqing is so amazing. So he delivered so many people's lives. So it's just so awesome. It's beyond perfect.
That's nice. Well, I often got confused with the people. Too many names, and I got really confused.
It's okay. I'll send you a picture later. You will know the whole structure of these families. They basically have four big families. Yeah, and also it's about the life of aristocrat. So it's 乱得很贵族生活 it's like that. But also, yeah, but also in Europe, yeah, the aristocrats' life, they live in a messy, but it's okay. You can see that it's really great that they're so nice and so honest about our life, and also something we didn't discuss about today. They discussed about it. Some, for example, sex. Sex is very, is a very heated topic, and we just avoid it because since our adolescence, we are never tolerated or encouraged in these things, and it's so seldom to see the traditional literature to discuss something about sex. But in the chapter 5, Cao Xueqing discussed this about that. It depicted the first sex life of Bao Yu, and said it's so real, so vividly. So I think it's really great to have this book back to the high school, because it is a must-read book list in a high school student. It's very good, and poems
it's
are so good. What?
I think it's about the Chinese culture, because I see, to be honest, few of my very close female friends, I saw they have experience of abortion, which comes because of they don't know about how sex will make them pregnant, because nobody ever told them that. And has this section been deleted? Sky asked.
No, Sky. Yeah, just Cao Xueqing actually described it in a very subtle way. I think all the Chinese people could understand that, and also related a lot of story, the history. Yes, they're not. It's very funny. It's very funny because at the first time I read that in chapter 5, I didn't know that what is 警幻仙姑 means. But after that, and also the I think it's even so open to discuss this about it today. Yeah, in chapter 5, I'll talk to you later, Sky, about this chapter. There are a lot of implications in that. I've read The Dream of Red Mansion more than several times, and every time you read it, you learn something new. Yeah.
Wow. Every time after I talked with you, I feel like I have such a long list I must read,
Because I'm a saleswoman. Thank you.
Yeah. You remind me about 黄金时代 is also very people they just talk about very blankly about their feelings, everything about sex. It makes it like just a very normal thing, but in Chinese culture, it's not. And I think because I say about culture, because when I talk to my foreign friends and they talk to me about the sex very natural, and it influenced me. Like thinks this is no big deal, and I sometimes tell them we talk about how many times a week with your partner. I just feel like it's just like eating, very normal. So I think I reckon it as a culture thing. I think.
Yeah. Because youth is, I think youth is always about uncertainty. It's sometimes very dreamy, sometimes very gloomy, right? But in my adolescence, at least me, myself, and also my friends around me, it's forbidden to talk about that. And your parents never guide you to talk about this. Yeah, so we seldom have sex educations. However, I think in the Qing dynasty, in Cao Xueqing's age, wow, that is so 前卫. Talk about something like that. Yeah, just respect and admire. But it's
So
not
this is the
born,
trend
you
is
know.
that 10 years go back. 10 years come back.
Yeah, at least he faced it. He didn't avoid it, at least, right?
He or she? 曹雪芹, I thought she's a lady. Sorry.
No, no, Cao Gong.
It's a
No,
he.
he's a
Oh, it's a
man.
he. Ah,
Yeah,
it's a he. It's a he. I always
he's a
thought
he.
he's a. Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you also mentioned about the rich people. They have like a very very wonderful, colorful life. When I read the book about Catherine Graham,
Mm-hmm.
Catherine's mother, she also loves literature. She loves dancing. She loves or kind of like opera, and she always go to the parties, attend the parties, and people talking about the high classic world. They are in that circle, so it's like so many different things. So when you mention about that, I just reminded me of her life. It's similar. Always many things happening all the time. Or they're always being together.
Yeah,
Interesting.
messy, messy. Yeah.
And they always so busy with holding the big balls. People dancing together and chatting about the recent news, and they spend a lot of time to make good food to gathering everybody around.
Yeah, exactly. And I also love that too. I read a whole bunch of Jane Austen's book, and I love the sports. You know, so intriguing. I love that.
Interesting, huh? Yeah. So, what is the true key to happiness to you?
Well, I think to be happy, I have summarized a prototype. I really love playful, connected flow. It's very, you know, I last month I read a book about the power of fun by another journalist called Catherine Price. So I quite agree with her opinion about the definition of true fun. So some people said that it is so meaningless to pursue for happiness, right? You have to be after some goals in your life. But I think if there is no goal in your life, maybe it is very perfect. And Catherine said that yeah, fun is something that's a mixture of three things together: playfulness, connection, and flow. So, in order to achieve this kind of playfulness, you have to be lighthearted or you have to be free. You don't have to worry about to be perfect about anything. For example, my painting, I don't think I have to achieve anything. I didn't sell it. I didn't make money by it. So I just enjoy the freedom and lightheartedness that when I was drawing. So I think that is okay. It's just play. And also the second is connection. Connection means you can connect it with a whole bunch of people, or maybe just connect it to your physical body. So I know, Avril, you love dancing, right? And I have a lot of Switch games, and just dancing, I have 6 episodes. And most of the time, yeah, I love that. I love that. It's very simple because I have strong passions for music. So I think I can follow the beat, follow the music, and just dance like nobody is watching. I built a very strong connection with my physical body. It is also a sense of security. You feel so fun. You just yourself. No social connections. It's very good. And also it happens to reading, right? You have a connection with a mental body. And also the third is flow. Is you totally immersed in something and even lose the track of time. So I'm the
It's a
kind of
seize the
person who can.
moment.
Yeah. It's just like we sang yesterday, right? So when we sang,
Yeah.
I totally immersed in that. I totally forget about others. I don't check my phone. I just think. I just put myself in a scenario and have connections with your body. I think it's just that it's may even make you lose the track of time. Wow, it's 6 already. But it's really,
Yeah.
really, yeah, it really make you happy, right? It's a whole bunch of hobbies that you can have that sense of playful connective flow. If you love reading, you just immerse yourself to it and have connections with yourself, and you can feel that lighthearted and free in your body. So that is happy. So I think that is quite the definition of my happiness too. So yeah, I enjoy this kind
Sorry.
of. Wow, puppy.
Sorry. She's so sensitive. Yeah. So yeah, from the deep inside, I think in another way is when we explore ourselves. If you explore yourself in your heart, you do things you love, then you enjoy your
Yeah,
life. Then you gain happiness, right? You don't like your life is not rely on anybody else or rely on anything heavily. You just explore yourself and enjoy every moment.
yeah. So this principle, I think, is to be curious about your curiosity. Sometimes you don't have that enough time for your passions. So I just spent 1 year to paint my oil painting, but it's actually you always have something you want to do, but you supposedly don't have time for. So every one of us, I think, as white collar workers, you have this kind of things. So I think maybe you just hold on to your passions. It will make you happy, and don't care about the results. And
Yeah.
actually, after that, I don't believe that money or just get rich will make you. Um, well, definitely, it may add colors to your life. However, I think more importantly is attracting fun, is practice resilience, or consciously to be happy, and also have real conversations with your close friends. And I think that's will just improve your emotional well-being instead of just 搞钱搞钱搞钱, just making money all the time.
Yeah, on contrary, some rich people actually they are very struggling with their life because they don't know people close to them is because of their money or because of they really love them. You know, I saw some people like some because before my ex-husband, his job
Hmm.
is he's a psychologist, and
Okay.
some cases of his patient is the rich people. They really they really had always have some emotional problems because they people around them they're always suspicious. They came for their money or they get confused, you know. So that really kills the relationship, kills the feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, about happiness, I do have a very good book to recommend. It's very easy to read. It's called The Almanac of Novels, 纳瓦尔宝典. It's very popular in WeChat reading, right? So 纳瓦尔 is actually
Please
very
share it
rich.
later in our WeChat group. Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
sure, sure. Nawara is not only rich, but also very happily rich people. And and he believes that happiness lies in three things. The first of all is health, mental well-being, and also your physical health. First is health. The second is fortune. Maybe you can be really rich, but you cannot be happiness enough because it is only one element of that. And the third is about what you mentioned before is the human relations, the very close human relationships. So yeah,
Yeah.
just the three things. And he talked about a lot of things, such as how to get a healthy life. He said to be happy, you have to be healthy, right? Is that to be healthy, you have first of all exercise. Second, eat regularly, and number sleeping well. So it's very just of three things. Have a very good routine.
Pretty simple, huh?
Yeah, it's not so hard. And also he discussed a lot of things. It's just like layers upon layers. He discussed the things about that. It's almost like the Poor Richard's Almanac. Yeah, 穷查理宝典. It's like modern version of Poor Richard.
Yeah. Yes, Guy said some other dynasties are even more open. Yeah. Yes, I agree. I'm eager to see your painting. Yeah, later share it with us in the group. Also, your dancing. You are deeply in it. Yeah. Exercise really clears our mind. I think also when you're sweating makes you feel great. Makes me feel energetic of that.
Yeah, of course. And you also love that. You of course got great things from it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love dancing. I think, dancing is a way for me to exercise. So
Yes, me
some
too.
people, no, no, some other people maybe they like jogging, they like running, but I think running is a little bit boring for me. So I
Me
like
too.
dancing. I think it's beautiful and it's like just so enjoying the music together.
Yes, because it's musical, so it's not so boring to just dance on your own. It's really quite cool that the Switch game. Because in the
Yeah.
COVID,
So it makes it so fun. I love it. Yeah.
yeah, this March we all locked down, right, at home in Shenzhen. So at that time, a whole bunch of people, I think two years ago, they bought 健身环, the Ring Fit. Yeah, I saw
Wow.
a lot of the people from the other building from my home. I can see them. They just exercising at home and seems happy. Everyone seems happy.
That's nice. That's nice. Can you introduce us with some like interesting dancing equipment?
Oh, I just dance on Switch like you. You do boxing on the Switch game. That 任天堂. I just have this
Ah,
electronic card. Yeah,
so
from
it's so
2018.
easy and interesting.
Yeah, and this year I think Ubisoft will release another episode about 2023. So basically, I have Just Dance 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
five e-cards.
Do you learn like dancing very structured?
Oh, I just have fun. I'm very not so cat dancing. No, yes, there's a cat dancing. Like it's called there is a cat in the center. It's so funny. I actually learned. Yeah, it's very interesting. I think because I learned dance since my grade 3. I learned folk dancing, the Chinese folk dancing, just such as the
民族舞是
Zangbu.
吗？
Yeah, the
啊，
傣族舞, something like that, since a very young age. Yeah, 那是新疆舞. Yeah, so it's for a long time. It's a long time
wow,
I'm learning that. But
it's beautiful. It's,
yeah, when you are in middle school or senior high school, so it's a whole bunch of books,
very
and
popular,
also you
huh?
have to, yeah, you have to abandon some of your passions. So you have to focus on your examinations, right? Focus on your studying. So from senior high, I didn't learn from teachers the folk dancing, but I really love dancing for a long time.
I remember before when I was in school, there is
Mm-hmm.
a famous, very popular Korean song like 10 Minutes, 李孝利, dun, 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 dun,
Ah,
dun. And then I
ah,
always like copy always just follow their dancing all the time. Just so
yeah,
addicted to it.
yes, 健身操. It's really popular, and recently there are a very famous TV reality show in Tencent called 沸腾校园. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of street dancing. They're street dancing, but they're college students from different colleges around China, and they just compete.
Wow,
It's
you know
really
so much.
exciting.
Later, share with us in the WeChat group. That's great.
I'll share with
Yeah,
you.
bring us
It's
some
great.
easy example. I remember before also like 郑多燕还是
Yeah.
I forgot somebody. Yeah, always
Yeah.
exercising for like at least 30 minutes, and if you can really follow it every day, you can have a really good body shape. I think, yeah, good for lose weight.
Yeah, you're very
losing some weight.
professional. Avril, you're really professional about exercising.
I'm a lazy ass. Yeah, I like reading. Sometimes I feel lazy. Yeah, it's always like sometimes you feel, especially after the period, I really feel want to exercise, but normally sometimes too busy. Okay, one day gone, another day gone. So just recently, every day we are about exercise about 30 minutes every day, just 30 minutes at night.
Oh, at night. So how do you feel about it? Do you have good sleep after that? 30 minutes.
Yeah. Feel very tired and then you immediately want to go to sleep.
Oh, that's good for you. That's great. I seldom exercise at late night because I have a very light sleep. So I exercise mostly just after my work, at about 7. Yeah, 7 to
It's good.
8 o'clock. I tried once, like you, late at about 9 o'clock. And I just get so excited, just like drink some coffee or caffeine in my body. I just, rolling and roll out. I can't get sleep. So I think it's not so suitable for me. So I just changed the routine.
Yeah, and actually, because I joined the AIA before, actually is not very good to exercise too late. So, but normally we would like to have like walking after the dinner. So we feel like too full after the dinner. We want some exercise. So normally, yeah, after the dinner, maybe about an hour. Yeah, exercise is the best, but not too late. Not too actually too late is not very good for health. Before I
Yeah, it
remember the
depends on different
older
person.
people in our group in AIA, they say all the hospitals are prepared for the light exercising people. So at midnight, it's very easy to go to the really. So better don't too late, not too much.
Okay. Yeah, just to keep it a
Okay.
routine. Yeah.
Yeah, can you share with us a typical working day routine of your like daily life?
Oh, my routine, my daily work life is pretty boring actually. I get up at 7 and I drive to my work. It almost spent an hour and mostly an hour and a half because of traffic jam. And spend the morning and then going to the water cooler to have a drink, and then there's lunch and have a nap and the work for the afternoon, and then go back home or go to the fitness center to do some exercise. Apart from Wednesday, I'll go to the UE Toastmaster with my friend, and that is a typical day of my life. I think it's quite boring. Yeah.
So how often do you go to the fitness center?
I think it's recently it's 2 days, 3 times a week.
Wow, very good habits. Okay, every another day, right? And
Yeah,
you do
I really
exercise.
want to lose weight. I need to lose some weight.
I don't see you fat. Why you? I think you are very perfect now. Yesterday when I saw you, I think, wow, perfect. Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
I think
you.
you probably.
Because I eat too much.
Okay.
I eat too much. Yeah. So I want to
Yeah, which
keep
means
the
we have a good
energy.
life, good appetite.
Yeah, good appetite. Yes.
So when is your EOE regular meeting?
Wednesday. Every Wednesday night.
Do you also have an online meeting?
Yeah. Sometimes we have. During the pandemic time, we hold online meeting only for about several months, and now we go back to offline. Yeah, you're welcome to come. It's in Nanshan if you are available on
Mm,
Wednesday night. Yeah,
I'm a
it's very
lazy
fun.
ass.
Okay,
Even
you can
my
also
old,
join online if you want.
maybe sometimes, yeah. Even my older new experience group, I seldom, I just attended the less now because too far away. I'm so lazy.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
really very far. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, so what do you usually do on weekends?
On weekend, sometimes hiking. Yeah, most of the time we read. My husband and I, we both of us love reading. So sometimes we have a reading discussion panel. Sometimes just two of us. Sometimes we with other reading club members. And
Yeah, in the
yeah,
future, leave your Sunday night with us. To share. Like every week, I will push you to share with us every weekend on Sunday night.
I yeah,
Yeah,
I'll see. I'll
yeah.
see. Yeah, I'll see the time. So I think
You read so fast.
uh yeah. I don't think I'm very some about my routine. I think if I feel my work is done, I will listen to the books. Yeah, and also when I
Ah,
drive to my work and when I drive home, I will yeah I will listen to the books. So that is why you may sense, wow, it is so fast because I'm listening. And really, um, the print books, I only can read it before bed, and I cannot spend much of time of that too because I have to go to sleep in order to get up early in the morning. So most of the time, I only have time on weekend. And also, I really value real conversations. I really love to talk real talks about my friends, to express my feelings. So I think it's this kind of substantive conversation with you. It's very, it's very happy. Makes you feel so satisfactory. Yeah, I really love that. Mhm.
yeah, we are so happy too. Because you're so knowledgeable, we can learn a lot from you. As well as Sky, she is also learned a lot of stuff. She knows so many things. So I think, yeah, you guys, 大佬们, yeah, should talk more to spread your wisdom to our normal people.
Among the three people, we can also learn from each other, right? 三人行必有我师. Let's learn from each other.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, speaking about reading, I think like the Dream of Red Mansion, like the books, very thick ones, need really deep thinking about the books. So I really envy about the people like you or Sky. It's like some good people, some like great people. You can read such long stories. Yeah, you can think deeply about things and find the foundation under the surface. So I really envy you guys, and I think deep thinking, you can think deeper, then you can find more things. So yeah, I think it's a really good thing, very important.
Yeah, but Avril, don't get intimidated by this book. I think it's also about a lot of trivial or little things in our lives. It's just about life. So it's a lot of details and a lot of poems. So if you want to read it, the first time you can just skip this kind of poems. You think it's difficult. And then if you want to appreciate the poems, the philosophies, and then you can do it again. So the first time, you just can cut it into different short stories. You can open that book and open to any page. You will learn something. Yeah, trust me. It's a really great book.
I like to read the stories. I think everybody has their own bias in their interesting parts.
Yeah. But the author, the Cao Xueqing, I think what's amazing and awesome about him is he never judged. He never mocking or dislike anyone in this book, because a whole bunch of books, they're from different hierarchies. But some are rich, some are beautiful, some are poor, some are so criminal and minimal and also ugly. But they're just different kind of lives. So when you read this book, it's really like like Fojing, like Buddhism. When you read it, you will gain real wisdom from that. Highly recommend this book.
Yeah. I didn't mean to divide people into different levels. Just I feel more like a personal like about deeper thinking. Like I more envy about this status. In from the very beginning, I think as our human beings, as long as we don't harm the others, we enjoy our lives, then it's good. If we have we everybody has our interests, and I think we need to respect to everybody's choice, everybody's hobbies, not like some kind of high level things or no. Yeah, I didn't mean that. Okay.
I know.
So guys, I heard your compliment. Ivanka opened a lot of new windows for me. Yeah, I believe for all of us online currently watching the podcast now, Ivanka is really, really knowledgeable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.